This is a wedge cross section on an older pair of figure skates. It's kind of hard to measure the reference whether you have the edges ground correctly. So this is not 90 degrees, this is 90 degrees. Now down here where the boot is, it's parallel for a good bit, half of it, and that's where you try to connect up your holder for grinding the skates. But when the hollow is ground on this, if you put a bat gauge on here with the magnet, you're going to get a false reading, or if you try to use a square to get in there. What you can do is go through and take and put a square on here and look at the gap that's on one side and flip it over and look at the gap on the other side to try to get the gap to be that's under here to appear to be the same. That's kind of a judgment call. Or you can go through and take the skate, put a very large object on it. It's kind of like the old nickel or quarter on the skate, so you've got a very long tooling reference. So you've got this up vertically in a vise held, and then you have this to see if it's ground correctly. So you can take a ruler or something that's straight and put it into the front to the back. And I'm just going to use this piece of drafting triangle to show that it's square. And again, on this particular one, from here to here is the wedge, and down here it's straight. That just complicates. If you get a weird set of skates and you want to go here and put a bat gauge, you're going to go ahead and this is not parallel from this section. You're going to get a false reading. This is a little Starrett number 14D square that Ice Skateology guy does. Sid uses that for figure skates. So with that, you're going to put it on there and compare the gap that's on this side versus this side. So it's on the top here. You could go down, you're going to compare this gap visually. And if you fixture this on here, have a large object, you can sense squareness that this is perpendicular to this edge. This is kind of a unique situation.